Hello, this is Mr. Smashy. I'm back again to review a knife that was a gift to me from a crazy guy in France. The knife I'm going to review is a Perrin Neck Bowie, and I've actually de-necked it and have kind of modified it for satchel carry, because I talked to an officer, and he told me that if he ever found this around my neck, he would take it from me, or found a knife like this around someone's neck, he would just take it from them. So I decided it would not be too big of a deal to just carry this in my satchel, and occasionally my waist, and that's how I've been carrying it. It was a gift from a guy in France, and this is, let's see, not the 440C version. This is the Sandvik 12C27. It's got a 2 3/4 inch blade, and it's 5 7/8 inch overall. So it is actually a pretty small blade. Fred Perrin's kind of, he's a French martial arts special forces dude, and he's known for his elegant and efficient knife designs for self-defense. And this is, kind of exactly what you'd expect from him. As a neck knife, this would perform excellent. You could just draw it, and you would have instant, it has a full flat grind. I don't know if we can. Yeah, we can. The steel is just incredibly sharp, and it holds an edge. I've slashed some cardboard and some, like, a plastic water bottle, just to get a feel for it, because I'm a piss poor kind of knife fight guy, and the belly on the Bowie knife is outstanding. It's an outstanding shape for kind of your slash, and it's also got this this wonderful, God, I hope I don't cut myself, tip for a good jab, and you can give it a good underhand, and the blade comes all the way to the choil. So that's, and I'm just gonna say this because it's funny. There is jimping from the where the sweat starts all the way back, and it's very fine. It's like a sawtooth. I don't know if you can see that. but it affords you, outstanding control. You can really choke up on it. You can keep back, get more reach. I added paracord because it is highly polished and a slick piece of steel. I also added a diamond knot and lanyard, so I can kind of feel for the knife in my satchel or my bag. Came with this very nice kydex sheath. Originally was not drawing very well, but I just oiled the blade a little bit, and then it was pop, real smooth. There's 2 holes for the neck lanyard. It came with a piece of nylon, kind of paracord-esque, and I switched it out for this lanyard with this box in it, and it basically sits in the back of my admin pouch, kind of chilling like this, with the top sticking up, waiting for me to kind of grab it and then pop it out. Also will ride my waistband with this, kind of anchoring it below, and I'm comfortable with that. The knife laws here really aren't very friendly for this kind of knife, especially as a neck knife. But it's just really a work of art. It flows. There's an efficiency of movement in the way it just. I am not a knife fighter. I am. I've been trained to fight so many different ways, and just knives are not one of them. And I could, someone told me once, if you get in a knife fight, you're going to get cut. If I got in a knife fight and someone else had to face this, I'd feel a lot more comfortable, because if they got cut with this, it's a badass little blade, and I did cut myself with this, just because it feels so good in hand, and I was dicking around, and I did not cut myself deep at all, and it just it bled and bled and bled, and I don't even know how to sharpen this thing, honestly. And it doesn't need it. It's still just, it grabs. So, and to compare it, the blade is the same size, maybe a little bit smaller than the Mini CQC7, and this is like a chisel. And I've never felt that I couldn't defend myself with this knife, but this is like a chisel, and this is a scalpel. That's basically the difference. It's a work of art. What can I say? I just want to thank the French for this knife. It's amazing.